Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. I'm DeucePlays. This is Farm Sim 25. We are back on the Riverbend Springs multiplayer community server. I hope you're doing well. Holiday season is upon us. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you don't, celebrate any of that, then I hope you have a good week. In any case, we got Christmas coming up, and then next week we got New Year's coming up. So New Year, holiday season. It's always a cheery time of year, even though we don't really do Christmas, but it's always a cheery time of year. I like Christmas time. Fun. We don't really get snow, but whatever. I hope you guys have had a good weekend. Welcome back. Monday. I know Monday's not everybody's favorite day, but it's okay. There have been some changes here on the server. Crystal knocked a bunch of stuff out last week. You can see that some of this stuff has been moved. We got our seed refill and fertilizer refill right there. I think lime refills over on the other side. Got our greenhouses all lined up nicely here. Place to park our stuff, which is really cool. All along through here, very nice. Got that. All this looks much cleaner now with some of those trees and tree stumps out of the way. It's looking really nice here on the farm. We got our little production area over here. We still got trees waiting to go in from cutting all that down, I guess. And then our fields out here, so we're not parking our equipment right here next to the fields anymore. We got much more stuff, much more room now for all the stuffs. So very, very good. Very, very good. The rice is ready again, but I've started the last two streams out with the rice, so I think I'll just take a contract today. We'll go work on something different here on the farm. It looks like our multi-grain, multi-fruit, whatever it's called, silo has moved over here to this side, and we have
Welcome back.
straw and wheat in here. It's very good. We got wheat for our chickens and straw, I guess, for something. I'm not real sure, but it is in there. The soccer ball is still floating in the air, and that's pretty much all the changes it looks like. But that's a big change, though. It's a lot different than it was. A lot different it was. The multi-fruit silo was just behind these trees over here where the planters are parked right now. It was right along there. So lots different in the happenings here. And that's not all that changed. We did end up with field 2 as well, and that looks to be about it, but we ended up with field 2, which is a good purchase because it's a nice big field. Go to farmland hotspots. No, farmland. It is about a 5.5 acre field, which is pretty good. A pretty good size. And we got, looks like canola planted on it. Is that right? I don't know which one's which here. Crop types. Yeah, canola. Yep. Got some canola planted there. We got our money beans up here on field 8. And didn't it just let me select that? It feels like it did, but now it's not for some reason. Strange. Anyway, we got oats on field 3. We got rice, long grain rice, on field 4 and 5, both. And then our wheat is down here for the chickens, still in the same place. So we got all that going on. Let's see if we got any contracts we can take. Probably so. There's none active. There's a cultivating contract. There's a harvesting contract for what is this for? Carrots. That looks terrible. I think I'd rather take the soybean contract on 77. That's a nice big contract, and it's $14,000, which is pretty good. And I think I'll just borrow the items for it because it's only going to cost us $1,200 to borrow the items, and that leaves the harvester open in case anybody wants to work the long grain rice as well. I know typically we wouldn't borrow it, but I think it's fine if we do. Battery coming in with 41 months of sub support on the channel. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Some hearts and plunders and some sub hypes in chat for Battery. Much appreciated, dude. 41 months of sub support on the channel. Appreciate you more than you know, sir. A lot of gifted subs, a lot of bits. Battery's long-time support. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Angela, how are you? Happy holidays and happy gaming to all. May this season bring peace and kindness. Indeed, I agree with you, Angela. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Crystal, I hope you're doing well. In here working hard. Celtic Moon, also in here working hard. Had to move house. My uncle just passed away. My best friend just had a heart attack in a hospital. I have to look after her 2 dogs. Christmas is going great so far. That's bad news, but you can find joy in about anything, right? Remember the good memories with your uncle, and hope for a good outcome with your friend. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. I've lost some people close to me in my life, and I just always try to keep the memories, the good times, and stuff we had in mind. Salama, how's it going? Missed a couple of streams. My father's been getting vertigo attacks caused by inner ear issues. Hopefully it all goes well. How are y'all? Yep. Yep. Those are no fun. There's quite a few people. I can't remember her name now. She was a country singer in the late 80s and 90s. She has really bad vertigo, and she's gone out on stage once or twice, but she has to be helped around. That cannot be fun. Just trying to get up and walk and balance has got to be terrible. So hopefully that gets better. Salama. Bob, what's up, buddy? This cord was in the wrong window? What do you mean? Oh, you had it in the wrong window. That would be, unless it just put it in the wrong place, which it might have. I don't know. Ethan, how's it going, buddy? Why didn't I live stream at noon? Because it's Monday. I haven't live streamed at noon on Monday in months, like many months now. On noon on Monday or Friday for that matter. Yeah, it's been a while. You're a good person for doing good things. I think you can be a good person and still be realistic about doing things that may seem good in the short run, but maybe enabling in the long run. But generally, I think you were speaking of Angela, and I think in that situation, that's definitely a good thing, and it's good to help people out when you can. Too many screens? I gotcha. Yeah, too many screens. So if you guys are just tuning in, we went over this a second ago, but I'll go over it again because this is kind of cool. This is important. Crystal cleaned out a lot more of the trees, moved the multi-grain silo from right here to over there, which I think is a great place for it. I don't know if the seed and fertilizer refills were there. They may have been, but it all looks so much different then. Cleared out a bunch of the trees, made us a nice parking area for all of our equipment so it's not right up next to the fields. It looks good. Greenhouses are in a different spot now. We got 4 greenhouses lined up. I'm guessing they all have different things in them. Let's hop down and look. This is rice saplings. This is the lettuce and tomatoes, it looks like. We're running one of each. And then in this one, it looks like we got chili peppers, garlic, Napa cabbage, and spring onion. You can run all 4 of those in there? That's crazy. I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. And then we got our mushroom greenhouse over here. As you can see it growing really, really cool stuff here. I don't know if I can go. Let me go in over here. I think I can go in. Yeah, we can go in. We don't want to let too much light in here, though. You see the little mushrooms growing on their pods. Really cool stuff. I've seen season 3, I think, is when Clarkson's farm started growing mushrooms. Those can get out of hand real quick if you're not careful. So. But yeah, some good changes. Also, we got field 2 as well. So now we own field 2, which is a pretty decent sized field. It's about 5.5 acres. Really nice stuff. And I think we're about to take a contract for harvesting soybeans down on 77. And it's going to take a minute just to get down there. And I am going to borrow the items because we're still going to make about 12 grand off of it. But it also leaves our harvester open to be able to use on our fields. So... And it's a really, really big field. And we haven't used this big case harvester yet either. God, listen to how that thing sounds. It sounds so good. It looks really nice too, man. Like just the aesthetic looks really good on this thing. Looks really good. Looks really, really nice. Come on. That's a big header too, man. That's great. Look how nice the header looks on this. This looks so much better than 22. I mean, that thing looks fantastic. That is super nice. Let's lower that down. Bring it back. We're getting soybeans, so we'll cut a little shorter there. We'll drop this on the trailer. We had a lot of fun with the trailer last time. Let's try to do this without taking anybody out this time, I think. Probably be a good idea. Boom. Just flip up on the trailer for us. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect. Just like it was supposed to. We're going down to field 77. It's all the way at the bottom of the map. Let's see if we can get there in one piece now. Let's see. From here, we just want to go out and hang a right. Left, rather. And then that'll be it. We want to hit this road right here, I do believe. Well, this massive header. This thing looks so much bigger than the 45-foot headers. It may be, but it looks so much bigger. Thing's crazy looking. All right, let's get her down there. It's a long, gosh, it's a pole already. Pole already. It's okay. It's all right. We're good. Let me get back on the road here. We're okay. I promise. I promise I can make it down there without crashing again. Y'all totally believe that, right? Totally believe it. All right, off we go. We should just be right down, straight on down here. Right on down. Thanks for your wishes. Yeah, we went to the doctor and he was diagnosed with Meniere's disease, they say. The doctor's prescribed medication. We'll have to see how this week goes. Yeah, hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it goes well. That not being able to balance and experience some vertigo is not, it's not fun. Especially just doing everyday tasks, right? Like, I get vertigo when I'm in really high places, but it's probably not the same as just standing up in your living room, right? Like, it's probably not the same feeling at all. Like, mine, I think, is like a rush of nerves and, you know, that kind of stuff, where it sounds like that's more of a just at any time it can happen kind of deal, and that's got to be bad. So I feel for him on that. All right, I think I too am going to borrow this grass field. We'll just spin around right here. Drop that one loose. Go ahead and unfold. Go. Got that one. I'm probably going to go right back up here toward the start of the field I was going to, but there's a school bus coming, so we'll go down here. Actually, we'll let the school bus go by. We'll just start on this end. How about that? That sounds like a lot better idea. Come on, school bus, get out of the way. Get out of the way, school bus lady. Let's go. There we go. We'll just start right here on this end. We'll probably run a couple of headlands. Boom, there we go. Steer assist. I do not want it going this way. That looks really, really odd. Let's go that way. I think it's going to be much better that way. Our long runs are super long runs, and I think we're going to do 2 headlands instead. Yeah. I like that. That looks good. Gabby, how's it going? Merry Christmas to everyone. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too. Holiday season's always fun. Always fun. Music, the movies, the food, the family, I think too. You know, a lot of people may not enjoy that this time of year. It's not easy for everybody, understandable, but I enjoy it. Freezing rain outside, so I stay inside. Yeah, it's sunny and 52 here, but the wind's blowing pretty good, and it still feels pretty cold. Like, it doesn't feel a good 52 out right now. A very chilly 52 degrees at the moment. A very chilly 52. But yeah, freezing rain, no good. No good. I'd much rather have snow or just thunderstorms or whatever. Freezing rain, not fun. Stick to the power lines, stick to your electrical wires going to your house. Enough weight on it can break them, that kind of stuff. It's not good for anybody. Freezing rain's no good in the wintertime. Terrible, actually. Terrible stuff. Did you guys have a good weekend? It's Monday, and some people are off work for the next few little week or so here, maybe 2 weeks. Kids are out of school and such for a little while, maybe, if it's the right time of year for you, if you happen to be on that schedule or whatever. Do you have a good weekend? Not everybody celebrates Christmas or holidays, so as long as you had a good weekend, you're having a good week, you know, that's all that really matters. From Thanksgiving to the day after New Year's is always bad for me. I fell off my diet wagon again during that time. I fall off my diet wagon during that time. I mean, honestly, I think in moderation, even if you changed your diet completely, even in moderation, there's nothing wrong with eating a couple holiday meals. It's better than starving yourself. Working a bit tomorrow and then off till January. Nice, buddy. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I actually don't have any shows, I don't think, until February. So, and I want to work. Like, you know, everybody else has like a couple of weeks off during the holiday season. Maybe you get 4th of July off if you're in the U.S. I know some companies used to do that. I don't know so much anymore. But with doing gig work, man, like I have so many weeks off as it is. Like I'd rather work. But yeah, don't really have anything coming up anytime soon. Someone has to test all the pies. That's right, Kat. Absolutely. Somebody's got to test them all. Headed up north to see the wife's family. That's something I wouldn't want to do in the wintertime, is go north. It's already pretty chilly down here right now. I don't want to go north into the really, really cold weather. Like today's perfect. The nice 40-degree temperatures are good. I don't think I'd want to be any colder than that. Winter in my country is really dry, so we don't get that much rain during winter here. We'll be lucky if we get 2 inches of rain all winter, even though it gets somewhat cold, ranges between 40s and 50s. I mean, that's about like Mississippi, I guess, but I mean, our nights get down to, I mean, we were down to like 27 last night, I think, 25, something like that, so we can have some pretty chilly nights, you know, but it's been unreasonably chilly the last little while because normally we have a couple of, you know, 20s, 25, 27 Fahrenheit, of course, degree, like scattered through November and December, and then in January, maybe the end of January toward February, have like a really hard cold snap for a little while. But man, it's been down in the 20s more this year than I think it's been in a while. So I'm not looking forward to the January, February stuff. But we have a really wet, humid area that we live in, so the cold is like, it's a very wet cold, you know? It's weird. It's very weird cold weather here. You have to work the day before Christmas? There's nothing wrong with that. It's money, right? Negative 14 sucks. I bet it does, yeah. I wouldn't want it. Not happy, never went on vacation this year. And I mean, you know, somebody's got to work for the holiday season, and you could look at it this way. You're making extra money. You know, but again, it's not me. I'm not the one working. But if I was working, I wouldn't be complaining because, again, like, I don't work a normal job. You take gigs when you can get them. And a long time ago, I think I missed, like, family get-togethers and Christmas Day and all that kind of stuff because we always had a gig going on. It hadn't been like that for a long time now. So I would happily work the holiday season, but you know, just not there. It's all good. Never reaches that low where you're at, although some places might reach that low. You don't like summer over there? What's summer get to? What's the temperatures in summer like? In Saudi? Oh yeah, yeah. I bet summers are nice over there, right? Nice and warm. Nice and warm in Saudi. '69 and sunny, 80 miles north of downtown Houston. That's like the next town, right? Next town up. 80 miles north. That's like the minimum distance in Texas you go from one town to the next. That's some nice weather though, Danny. Some really nice weather. We're gonna have a very rough winter after the first year. I believe it. I do. I do. I had people telling me it was gonna be a warmer winter than we've ever had, and I thought, how? Boy, was that wrong. So far, it's been colder than it has been in the last few years. Super hot and dry in Saudi. Oh, I bet, yeah. I bet. When I was working in Vegas, it would hit 125. People would say, but it's dry heat. And I would reply, so is an oven. Yeah, but that's the difference, the battery. Being in Louisiana in the summer, no matter where you're at, shade or not, it's like being in an oven. At least out west, you can get in the shade. And the temperature drops 10 to 15 degrees in the shade. Here, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter here. It's just hot. In your house, it's sticky and hot. It doesn't really matter. It's so humid here, man. And you know that. You live in Louisiana. Sticky and hot. I will take 120 dry heat, no humidity, over 100 degree, 100% humidity any day of the week. Any day of the week, because it doesn't matter what you do. I was working in the desert, no shade there. Well, you know what I mean. Like people that work out in it with no shade have a right to complain, right? You have a right to be in the situation you're in. But the average Joe out there that's just walking from their house to their car, going to their office, like you do that here, by the time you get to the office, you're still sweating because it's so humid. Yeah, it's really terrible. I hate humidity. Oh, we are full. All right, let's throw that out there. That's perfect. We landed right here by the truck. Thanks to Celtic Moon for bringing the truck down for us. Yeah, I just hate the humidity. This is a triple or double? This is the triple bay. Nice. I don't know how much each of these hold, but The bad part is you'd stop sweating and not know it. Heat stroke comes fast. Oh, I bet, yeah. And that's the thing though, because it doesn't feel like you're wrapped in a wool sweater in a microwave, you know? You don't realize just how hot it is out there. That's gonna fill this bin up. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Doubt that one's gonna fill up. It might, but I doubt it. Yeah. I like the way that truck sounds. That thing sounds so good. There we go. Let's go again. This thing holds 20,000 liters. That's pretty good for just a stock factory, no OP harvester. 20,000 liters is nice. Your sweat evaporates immediately. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. It's on the edge of getting to country living. Nice. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, Danny. The truck holds almost 52K? Oh, okay. It holds a lot. That's good. We have a labor law here in Saudi that's active during the summer months. No workers are allowed to work under direct sunlight from 12 to 3 p.m. during work days. I myself have been thankful for this law. That's actually a really good thought process, Salama. I used to paint houses, and during the summer months we would try to start earlier, and then we'd try to quit right around 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. on some days. Some days it wasn't as bad, but on like the really like 199, 100, 101 days, we would try to stop, you know, right around the midday heat before it got too bad, because it was so humid being outside painting houses and working on rooftops and stuff. I mean, you would just burn up. It was bad. So, but yeah, we tried to do that. And there's still a lot of companies that do it, and some of them will even do that and then come back around 4 and then work till dark. So some of them will come back around 4 p.m. and then work to around 8 that night. So they'll still get like a full day in, but they'll split it up depending on how much work they've got to get done on construction sites and stuff. There's no law on it, but it's smart, you know. Keeps your workers healthy. You don't want to start losing people to heat stroke in the middle of a job. So, but yeah, I couldn't imagine, honestly. Like, I don't know what the humidity is like in Saudi, but I can't imagine it's comfortable at 125 no matter the humidity or not. Out west in Saudi, you know, Vegas or Saudi, it really doesn't matter. No humidity or some humidity, but still though. I've been out west in August when it's 120 degrees, and I would much prefer that over Mississippi at 100 degrees in August. That's just me though. We're all different. We all have a different way of dealing with the heat. So. All right, on to our long runs. This should be pretty easy, I think. I thought I told this thing to go this way. Did I not? I guess I didn't. 125 will still cook you for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that too here. Like during the height of like the end of July here, you can definitely do that. Again, though, 25-degree difference makes a big difference. I'm not saying it's worse here. I'm just saying for me personally, I'd prefer dry 120-degree heat over 100% humidity, 100-degree heat. Like, just for me personally. Get a limit of 15-minute working in confined spaces due to the heat. You couldn't go back for 2 hours. I mean, again, it makes sense. It makes sense. You got to keep your workers healthy, you know. Got to keep your workers healthy. Be able to just make that turn straight around there and then lock on and keep going. go. I don't know that we'll get down to the truck, but we're going to get close, I think. I think we'll get close to the truck here. Vegas can get very cold too. More than one day waking up temps in the 30s. Oh, for sure, yeah. Deserts are weird. I'm sure it's the same in Saudi. Like, night times are probably really chilly, and then the daytimes can still be pretty hot. You can do that in the summers here, and in the winter make ice cream in the potholes. I mean, really, Bob, if you just go from the East Coast over to about, I mean, I guess what, just right around Nebraska somewhere, you know, maybe a little further over, the humidity level's about the same. Like, upstate New York's not quite as bad, but it's still humid. It's just not quite as bad as here. It's definitely less than it is out in like Utah somewhere, right? But yeah, I mean, I've been to like Kentucky, Ohio, all those places in August, and it's just as humid there as it is down here. Like it doesn't get much better. Like we went to Sandusky, which is right on the one of the Great Lakes up there, and it was just as humid there as it was here. It might have been worse actually. If you're out in the wild in the city, it's a different story. Oh yeah, I can believe that. Well, I mean, the more blacktop and concrete you're around, the worse it is for sure. Like even here, like if you go into one of like I call it a city. You guys would probably call it a town because it doesn't have, you know, population's not that much, but it's just all concrete. It's much hotter there than it is where I'm at. Lake Erie, Cedar Point. Yes, yeah, Lake Erie. Yeah, so we actually drove around Cedar Point. We didn't go in. We didn't have time, but yeah, I mean, it's a much different heat. You know, even the humidity's pretty high. It's still like a wet, you know, like you're soaked heat. It's weird. It's just like it is here, but it's like the moisture coming off the lake. It makes it way worse for some reason. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Salama. When you're in a big city like that, I bet the heat's so much worse. So much worse. Using the MacDon on those beans gives you a 25% bonus. It does, but this is just a contract, and this is what they offered to use. So I just borrowed the equipment, Danny. Yeah, Bob wants me to use the MacDon stuff, and I will, but I'll do it on my single player because it's a paid DLC or a pre-order DLC, so we don't have it active on the multiplayer server. Live very close to Lake Michigan, it's very humid. Dang, inland ocean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just the moisture level around that is probably just as bad. You know what's weird though, man? Like, going down to like the Gulf Coast, Gulfport, Biloxi, or over into Florida, Mobile, Alabama, whichever. You know, going over into Florida. It may be just as hot and just as humid, but it really doesn't feel that bad. Being right on the coast anyway. Being several miles inland is about the same as here, but like right on the ocean, it's not terrible. Grew up on a farm near Toledo. We lived about 3 miles from the lake. Nice. Wondering, yeah, and that's part of it is, Danny, we don't use paid DLC on the multiplayer server just because everybody may not be able to afford it. Some people may not have pre-ordered the game, and I want it to be cross-play for everybody to play on. So I typically don't do any kind of paid DLC or pre-order bonus, you know, DLC on the multiplayer server. But eventually, I want to try it out. It'll likely be on a single player server though. I play my single player stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I do multiplayer here on Monday and Wednesday. Sorry, yeah, Monday and Wednesday for this, Tuesday and Thursdays for single player. I don't know if I said that right the first time, but yeah. So battery, what I used to love is when I worked at the fabric shop, worked in the carpenter shop. We built our shelves for our fabric to sit on. They would send us out west in like Texas and like, you know, Oklahoma, Nebraska, stuff like that during the summer. And then send us to like upstate New York and send us back to Nebraska, Michigan, Northern Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maine, stuff like, and like North Dakota and all those during the wintertime. And I really hated them for that. And I think they did it on purpose. I think they did it on purpose. I really do. One thing you're really thankful is no mosquitoes or insects around. It's really dry. It could be worse in coastal areas. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's something we deal with quite a bit here. The mosquito population is off the charts here. Go ahead and try to clean up this end right here. We only have about 90%, so we're only at about 90%. We'll see how much of this we can get before we got to empty. I didn't want to start another line right there and then have to stop it, so I figured I would come down here. This just seems way more feasible to pick up more without having to empty first. How did we miss that little guy right there? Seems odd. Mosquitoes, the Michigan state bird. We used to say that about Mississippi, man. Like, you go into the Delta in Mississippi, and they're not mosquitoes anymore. They're just pterodactyls. that's what we call them anyway. It's just pterodactyls in the Delta, man. Those things are crazy. They're like giant birds. I guess we probably could have got one more row up there. I mean, having done all this now, that definitely equals one more row up top there. We probably could have done it. It's all right. Aussie mosquitoes have evolved into vampires. Oh, I don't even want to talk about Australia's bugs. We're not comparing. We're not comparing U.S. creatures to Australian creatures. It's not even a comparison. No, thank you. Yeah, we're not gonna go there. You guys have spiders that look like face huggers from the movie Aliens. Yeah, the Outback is a crazy land. It's its own land, honestly. Like, it's its own ecosystem. It's crazy, the Outback. I've never been there, and I don't really want to go, I'm going to be honest. I'd like to visit Australia one day, but you're not going to put me in the Outback and drop me off and leave me alone. Not happening. Say no to Aussie bugs, right? Go get that dumped in. Fill this little tanker up here. Almost full. It's that one. But much slower on that one. Good. New house, while it's not I lost it, hang on. While it's big, it's old. Let's just say we have our bug spray. We have to use our bug spray a lot. Yeah, that's not comforting at all. You're not. You guys don't really do yourselves any favor on attracting new people to come to Australia. Check out the size of the spider. No, I'm not going there. You kidding me? I mean, you may not have to worry about the people quite as much, but you definitely got to worry about the insects and the creatures. Squaring up with a kangaroo? Yeah, no thank you. Mostly dead on the side of the road for ruse? What, did they get hit by cars or something? It's probably like white-tailed deer here. Like, they're just everywhere. Spider, snakes, and sloth. I mean, give me the sloths, man. I don't care about those guys. Yeah, kangaroos, gators. It's not gators, though, is it? Crocodiles, right? Like, Louisiana has gators. Crocodiles are a whole different animal, though. Those things are massive. They'll eat alligators. A lot like deer, kangaroos come out to graze by the side of the roads at night, often get hit by cars. Gosh, I've hit a deer before. I couldn't imagine hitting a kangaroo, though. Kangaroos weigh so much more than a white-tailed deer. White-tailed deer are fairly small in comparison. Like, they still damage your car. They can total it, but I don't think I'd want to hit a kangaroo. I'd be afraid it would jump up and start ripping the door off my car and beat me to death. I've seen too many videos, I think, of Australian dudes enjoying adult beverages and then trying to square up with a kangaroo. I enjoy it. Man, Aussies are crazy. Like, seriously. I would not box a kangaroo. That sounds insane to even think about doing. They can cause a lot of damage to cars. I bet they can, yeah. Gators are no big deal. Crocs on the other. That's what I'm saying, man. That's a whole different deal. Like crocodiles. Gators are just ornery because they got all them teeth and ain't got no toothbrush. Crocodiles are ornery because they're just crocodiles. They don't box per se, they kickbox. Yeah, and that's the worst too. Aren't there like their, I guess, lack of a, I don't know what they're actually called, but toenails or the equivalent of toenails, aren't those like razor sharp? Hey, that sounds really bad. Rip your guts out and break bones. That's what I'm saying. That sounds really bad. Like, I don't want any part of that. Alright, we are officially 80% done. So that means that is all this field. It is harvested. Yeah, it's harvested. All right, so we can just leave that sitting there. Let's take the truck and get it sold. Celtic, you taking the truck to sell it, or am I? Am I taking it? Okay, I'll take it. Where do we go? I don't even know where we're supposed to be going with this thing, to be honest. It's probably somewhere up here. It is. Yeah. Of course, it's way up here. All right, so we just follow the road back up. No easy way to get there either. Look at this. We just follow the road all the way back around to the gas station, hang a right. Okay. Off we go. Off we go. Better put the cover over. We don't want to lose any going down the road. Take the ferry? I don't have any reason to take the ferry, though. Right? Well, I guess I could. Yeah, you're right, Bob. I could take the ferry right here. And that would put us closer. We don't have to go way over there out of the way. Yeah, you're right, Bob. We're taking the ferry. The second right-hand turn. All right. Oh, trying to find my way there. Sometimes they use water to drown their opponents. Oh, dude, that's scary, dude. That's scary. Kangaroos are smart, too. And they use dirty tactics. No boxing matches for me. I'd like to see Tyson Fury square up with a kangaroo. That'd be fun. Just moved to a more rural area, so there's a few more out there. Yeah, it's still scary, though. All right, where's my road? Is the next one? Next one. Okay. It looks way more... Hello? What are you doing, sir? It looks way more straight on the map. Alright, big truck with the ferry. We'll see how this goes. I haven't done this one yet, so... It should be fun. No train coming. Good deal. Cruise on through town here. Taking the ferry. I think the only time we've done this is when we were just trying it out, right? I don't think I've actually taken the ferry yet with a load. Oh no, I did. I took it across with a contract. I think I was plowing or something. I don't remember what I was doing. But... There we go. Oh, we're moving. We're moving. Here we go. Gets beaten up by the alligator. Yes. Yeah. They got tail leverage though, not fair. Right? Smart? Maybe. Used to get into my garden and eat the roses and rosebuds? Oh, I bet, yeah. I mean, they seem like they're just as invasive as like white-tailed deer are. They just come around and eat everything, right? Alright, do I go this? I think I go this way, right? Yeah. This is definitely the shortest like distance, but it may actually take a longer time to do this because of the roads, waiting on the ferry, that kind of stuff. Still pretty cool though to take the ferry and kind of go this route, right? Something different instead of just driving on the roads the whole time. Take the ferry, go on about our business. I kind of cut these corners weird. Cat, I did not even see the $2 super sticker. Thank you so very much. Appreciate the $2 super sticker. Cat's on the vertical, and the vertical stream froze up on me, so I didn't see that at all. That was a while back, too. That was before she said anything else in chat. My apologies. Thank you for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate it. Just right down here now. See, that's so much easier to get here, taking the ferry. Good call, Bob. Good call. Absolutely. Something like hunt them and use them for food in Australia? Brew meat's a normal thing? I mean, like I said, it sounds like white-tailed deer around here. They're so invasive that we have hunting seasons. And, you know, it's kind of normal for people to go out and take a bunch and then have the meat processed and have it to eat on for a while, give it to friends, whatever, you know. It's pretty normal. We didn't take that stop sign with us. I'm shocked, honestly. All right, let's get in here. We're going to change between these, I do believe, to dump it out. So, try to get straight in here. All right, let's hold it there. And I think this is the one we're supposed to be at. Let's just double check real quick. We're going to untag. That's the Grain River Silo. Grain River Silo. Sweet. There we go. It's going in. Going in. All right, move to the next one. Okay. There we go. Next one. When Constant Farm comes out, I doubt I'll be playing this map. I don't blame you. But I like Riverbend. I think it's a fun map. I think Giants did a great job on it. We just earned an extra $5,586 on the harvest income. That's nice. All right, then we can collect this for $14,700. Boom. Done. And then we got, looks like some tree clearing going on over there. Where's that at? What's that vehicle doing? Why's this tractor way over here by itself? Do I need to take that back to the farm, or what's happening with this thing? What's going on with it? I don't know what's happening with this. Called the bushlands. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Dinkum. I'm kind of starting to get some of the Aussie language. Looks like the honey fell off. Oh, pick up the honey. Okay. That is exactly what's happening. Okay, cool. I'll leave it here then. I'm just going to reposition it slightly so it make it easier to pick it up. And put it on there. There we go. All right. Let's go see if we can find something else to do now. Active contracts, other contracts. Harvesting. No, this is a stupid carrot contract. I don't want to do that. We could go do some cultivating on field 82. It wouldn't take very long. Plowing wouldn't take very long. Wood transport. I don't really want to do another one of those right now. Let's go do some cultivating. And we don't need to borrow the items, right? Because I got everything we need for that. So, accept. Make a couple of grand here pretty quickly. Could do carrots together. We could, yeah. Let me do this real quick. Let you get caught up on that, and then we can go do that. I don't mind. Yeah, we can knock carrots out pretty quickly, I would assume. I say pretty quickly. We could work on it anyway. Cultivator. Not over here. Where's the cultivator at? The headers over here. Maybe I missed it. Maybe it's over here by the plow. Yeah, there it is. Found it. All right, we're going to field 82. Is just right. Oh, where's it at? Oh, there it is. Just right over by the store. All right, so up and out over to the store. Got it. Okay. I was looking at chat. My bad. Oh, but we're good. I got it now. I got it. We're okay. Post. Oh, it went through. Nice. Went through there. Wait. The right way? Yeah, it's the right way. Okay. Right here, right at the other stop sign. Okay. Those of you I might not see in the next 2 days, Merry Christmas and an outstanding New Year. Yeah, buddy. Absolutely, man. You too. Hagen, how's it going? Welcome. Egan? Hagen? Egan? I don't know. I'm terrible with names. Hope you're doing well, though. See you next year, Battery. You'll be back before then, I'm sure. I'm trying to read what Angela wrote here. So on my smoko, I went to the servo to grab some good tucker. So you on your smoke break, you went to the store to grab a bite to eat, a snack. I don't know. I'm trying. I don't know. I said I've been playing it a while and I'm almost up to date on some of it. I didn't say I could read it perfectly. Oh, train. Yeah, we just gotta go across right here. I probably should have went the other way. Because the field's over there. I don't even know if I can get here from there. I don't see a good way to get to this field. Well, I'm gonna go the other way. Watch out, delivery driver. I'm turning around. We're going the other way, because I don't think I can get there this way anyway. Eagerly waiting Amazon delivery, been sleeping on a mattress on the floor for the past 4 days. Oh my goodness, that's no fun. I think this is the field back here we're doing. This is definitely the easier way to get here. Yeah, definitely the way to go. This one. Wait, this isn't it either, is it? No, that's 83. It's up here. This one. Okay, I was about to say, that looks like it's got crop ready to harvest in it. Did somebody ask if weed was legal in Saudi? Yeah, no, definitely not. Alcohol, not even. Like, I don't know a lot about Saudi. I know that, though. I watch boxing, and they've been having some big boxing matches in Saudi as of late, the last year or so, and they've been a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, some of the basic stuff I have learned. No alcohol. It's actually good for Tyson Fury. Didn't work out for him though. What's up, Brian? How's it going? Millard? I didn't hear, when did FD2 Farmers Dynasty 2 get pushed back? Around November sometime. It went from December 5th to 2025. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why or whatever, but this will fold? Oh, I didn't even know that, Bob. I was just going down with it, man. Good job on the translation. I don't know how I got that right, I'm gonna be honest. Angela said we have very strict gun control and actually don't even have freedom of speech either. Salama said, "Oh, what is freedom of speech?" Yeah, with an LOL. Yeah, honestly, I think the U.S. might be one of the few countries with like total freedom of speech, and I say total freedom of speech as in, with the exception of direct threats or harm to another individual. Freedom of speech from the government, of course. Your job may have bylaws you have to abide by. Most jobs do. But from the government, yeah. Not saying it's better in any way than anywhere else, just saying the difference. Had that big fight with Usyk versus Fury go down? Yes. Yeah. I haven't got to watch it yet, but I've been watching a lot of the highlights from it. And I can't wait to watch the full thing. I really like the kind of the chess match between two top-level athletes, right? Like, I don't like seeing people get, like, permanently injured or anything by it, but it does happen. It's a contact sport. But, like, the science of the high-level thinking in the chess match that they're in it's crazy. The first bout was fantastic. Turkey posted it on his YouTube page like 2 days after the fight for the first one, so I'm hoping maybe he'll do it for this one. I don't know if he will, but his excellency putting on these boxing matches and really getting involved in boxing has changed the sport a lot the last 2 years. Like, it's been pretty great, actually. Turkey's done a great job with putting some of these big names together that you'd never see in the ring together, just because, you know, oh, I want this much money, or we got to do it by my rules, or whatever. I think Turkey's done a fantastic job, honestly, putting all this together. They had like the big 5v5 there last year with the two big boxing promoters or whatever. It was really good stuff that Turkey's putting together. I mean, it's been really a lot of matches, honestly, that wouldn't have been made. So it's been fun to watch. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, though. Most of you guys don't watch boxing. So. Probably very few, actually. I might be one of the few people in this community that watches boxing on a regular basis. That isn't the one that folds, sadly. Oh, it's not? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I made it over here anyway. We're all good. It was supposed to be this month. I know, yeah, it was supposed to be December 5th when it came out. And it got pushed back to 2025 somewhere. Millard, I don't know when, but... Drop down the track. Roads? Who needs roads? Just GTA it. Yeah, right? Just go for it. Hop on down the tracks. Yes, Llama. He's not actually doing it by his rules. He's actually following the Queensberry, like the old school boxing rules. They're following the original boxing rule book, but of course it's in Saudi, so some things are prohibited. Alcohol, of course, that kind of thing. But they're actually following the Queensberry rule book, which is kind of great, because that's kind of that's where it originated. I mean, you know, following the Queensberry rules, but he's putting stuff together and getting people together that just wasn't going to happen before, you know, and I think that's great for the sport. I think it's great for the sport. And honestly, like, I've watched some interviews with Turkey. He genuinely seems like he really just enjoys boxing and he wants to further advance it. And MMA too. I think I've heard him mention MMA before. So, you know, I think that's great. I think he's doing a great thing for the sport. Oh yeah, fold. My brain was doing something. Oh, so this one does fold. Who's right? Deuce? I don't know. Let's see. See the cylinders on it. Yeah. Nope, it folds. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Crystal was thinking about 100 different things probably. So. Make me question myself, right? I'm gonna find out. Go into comp in a minute. You're back already? That was quick. Well, the Queensberry rulebook was basically like when professional boxing became regulated. That was the rulebook they went with. I think, as far as I understand it. Like, I don't know the full history of boxing by any means. So I all I know is like the Queensberry rules are the ones that are. They're the ones that are most followed as far as the main rulebook. So, I mean, they're using that. So, and I'm fine with that because that's the most normal one used. Yeah, he's a huge fan of the sport, apparently. And like I said, he genuinely seems like he just wants to improve it and try to make the fights happen, you know, of the people, what the people want to see more than anything else, that's something that a lot of promoters don't do, especially here in the U.S. You won't see that here. Like, it's all about who gets the advantage and that kind of stuff. You won't see just fights get made because that's what fans want, you know. And I think Turkey's actually trying to do that, which, you know, respect to him for it, because the sport needed it for sure. Isn't that from bare knuckles? So I mean, technically, yeah, that's where it came from. But once it started getting regulated, they put together an actual rule book, and I think it was the Queensberry rule book. Was the Queensberry rules is what kind of originated from when the sport went from kind of unregulated to an actual, you know, belt-held world champion, that kind of stuff, regulated boxing. I think. Again, I'm not a history buff on it, so I don't know exactly, but I think that's how it went. Bob said, wow, I got one right. No, you were right, Bob. It folds. Yeah, I'll fold it up on the way back, make it a little easier to get back home. Shouldn't take much more here. We're almost done. So on a content creator side too, Salami, you know what else I think is great? Is there are commentators that are like MMA boxing commentators that just have YouTube channels just like me, right? Just average guys talking about a sport they enjoy watching kind of deal. But they're pretty big commentators. They've also been invited, having a broadcast booth and being able to stream live to their YouTube channels, not the actual fight, but their commentary of the fight. And they've been invited over there by Turkey as well to help spread the word about it and stuff and get it out there to more people. I think that's fantastic as well. He's not just including the big money from the big promoters and stuff. He's also including the YouTube channel guys. And that's huge. That's huge for the content creator world. So Turkey's not just looking at the boxers themselves and paying people millions of dollars. He's also looking at the content creators and getting them involved. And that's fantastic from a content creator standpoint in general. Just seeing that is awesome to see. Are really good friends with them, so hopefully we'll start seeing a good matchup soon. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't watch a lot of UFC or PFL, but what's the horn? There we go. That's trying to blow the horn. Maybe so, yeah. I've heard that they've been in talks, so maybe so. Yeah. The Marcus of Queensberry's rules. Yeah, Queensberry rules. Yeah, that's it. Is that my turn? I guess I could have taken that one. We'll just take the next one. Always do this. I always lose where I'm at here. Always go down and go under the... Actually, nope. There's a train coming. We're going to turn around. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm going around the other way. Like JRE? Well, Bob said JRE is my hero. Well, I mean, so one in particular that I know of is the Pain Game YouTube channel. I don't remember the guy's like actual name, but he's got another channel called True Geordie, and he does, you know, boxing, MMA talk, that kind of stuff. And I mean, he's just a big melon head, you know, muscle guy that knows combat sports and talks about combat sports. And you know, he's been invited over there the last 2 fights, I think, for both Furiusu fights. So that's pretty cool to see. I like his channel, by the way. I'm not dragging anybody. About the rice, can you not replant where the hell damage is? So Celtic Moon, that's been a topic of trying to figure out what needs to happen. Oh, we need to cultivate that field too, don't we? We do. Yeah, the Joe Rogan experience, yeah. I don't know that Joe Rogan's been invited and actually done like a commentary over there, like for his podcast or anything. But I'm gonna say at some point he will definitely be there doing commentary if there's MMA fights over there for sure. Yeah, I think it has to be, so somebody said plowed. So maybe we need to plow it up to see if we can get that to plant back. I'm gonna grab the plow instead. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, like a lot of people don't like Joe Rogan, but I don't, and I've said this before, I don't necessarily watch the show for him. I'll watch for the conversations. I think just having an open platform conversations, it's good for everybody. About whatever topic you want to. You can find about anything there. All right, let's see. Sorry, what was that? It doesn't need anything except for, oh, it's already been cultivated and everything? So it doesn't need to be cultivated? Do you not want to plow it to try to get those places back up? The big names, rules, and history. Yeah, exactly, Salama. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the Pain Game is True Geordie's channel. I mean, he might not be the best in like actual tactical stuff for it, but I just enjoy his commentary. I think he's fun to watch. I didn't know that, Bob. I didn't know he worked for him for free. That's crazy. Oh, you can? I was just saying. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to try it and just see if it'll take it up. Because this has been a topic of discussion since we started doing this. Was what do we need to do to get those out of there, right? Those lines out of there, or the damaged crop out of there, anyway. So I just want to try it and see if it'll actually. Well, we're gonna need to stone pick this as well. So if somebody wants to do the stone picking, I did it last time. I don't mind running the plow this time. I'm gonna keep this thing to the inside, I think. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do here, but I think we'll just keep it to the inside like that. Just keep dragging it along. Probably need to back up and grab that little bit, but I think we'll be okay. Leave it. What's up, Jeremy? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Nailed it. I didn't think we were going to make that, I'm going to be honest. It looked like we weren't going to make that turn. Go ahead, Trump and Vance both on his podcast. I watched both of those because I really had never listened to just a sit-down conversation of that length with either one of those guys. And I was really hoping, well, when Biden was still running, that Biden would go, because he had invited him on before as well, and I was really hoping Kamala would too. If we're gonna have elections and participate in it, it's good to know what the candidates are thinking, right? So having long form podcasts like that are great. And I would have happily listened to anybody that went on the show. Didn't he had Bernie on a couple years ago too. Bernie was a really good episode. Bernie Sanders. Again, I think it's important, you know. FS25 Courseplay is out? Really? Really, Jeremy? I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I may have to. We may have to take a day tomorrow and just play with Courseplay on the single player. That's interesting. Oh, did not mean to drop that yet. Hang on. Whoa, where are you going? Come back. There we go. Thing got wild there for a minute. Way out of line. Bob. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it would have been more interesting if we'd have got to see, you know, full-length conversations. But yeah, I'm with Salama here. I like the idea of the show, and I'm glad he's got the following he does, because it makes it big enough to get these conversations and interviews from people, and a lot of them people you may never heard of. There's a lot of them I've watched that I've never heard of the people, so. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this straight out just to get that bit I missed a while ago. There we go, perfect. I don't know why I chose 3 headlands. Is that what I chose on here? 3, 4? December 23rd, 2024. Courseplay version 8.0. Isn't that crazy, Bob? I think I started using Courseplay at version 3. Alright, that should be dead on. Go. After this, I'll stick to one side and just go up and down. I just want to get these headlands out of the way. I think we're going to have to buy other fields as sugar beets and potatoes on. Harvest them and sell it back. Because if you notice, contracts are getting less and less. Hopefully by doing that, it'll bring some fields back for contracts. I didn't really consider that, but yeah, it does seem like we're getting less and less contracts, doesn't it? I did 4 headlands? That's crazy. I don't know why I would have done that. I'd bother with 1 headland just for the sake of GPS. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do. I think we're just going to do up and down runs now. That's plenty of room to turn around, I would think. We'll just run up and downs the rest of the time here. It should work out the same, honestly. In theory, anyway. There's 50 fields when I counted for on the 20th for sugar beets and potatoes. Yeesh, that's a lot. That's a lot. You can change it, just reset it? What do you mean? On the contracts? You can just reset the contracts? I love that the GPS flips like it knows. Like it knows you flipped the plow now. Isn't that cool? Whoa, easy. Easy, big guy. We're going this way. This one. There we go. Probably need the other tractor for this, but this is working. This is fun. Look at the map. Those fields don't have contracts. Right type. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that. Potatoes. Potatoes. What's the other one? Potatoes and what? Not carrots, right? There's only one carrot field. Red beets. I mean, mainly potatoes. What's the pale one? Parsnips? No. Sugar beets. There are tons of sugar beet and potato contracts. Like, that's actually crazy. How many contracts, I mean, how many fields have potatoes and sugar beets that don't have contracts? You'd think they would have contracts, though. I wonder why they don't. Seems odd. Also, flipping this, it seems like I'm only getting halfway. Maybe I don't need to flip this anymore. Field 1. Where's field 1 at? Is this a trick question, Bob? Because I don't see field 1, and I think, is that it right there? I think that's the reason you ask. I don't see field 1. Trick question, huh? I think we'll just leave it this way. I know I'm supposed to turn it, but it's like I'm only getting half of the row if I do that. At least this way we're getting a full pull. Sugar beet is actually among the most profitable crops in FS25. Just really expensive to maintain. That's true. Yeah. It costs a lot just to harvest them, much less anything else. Like, just a lot, you know. How about for a second? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it turned this way. That makes way more sense, I think. Or maybe I was turning it the wrong way. Maybe now we need to flip it. No, that's still a full pull. Okay. I missed a bit right there, but I mean, really, we're trying to get these the hail damage spots out of the field. That's what we're really trying to do here. It'll leave that furrow in the dirt if you don't mind it. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if it's there. We're gonna run over it with the rock picker anyway. It'll level it out. What's up, Smokeless Joe? How's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, it's not just you, Bob. I don't see it either. Did I see how much Water Buffalo Mozzarella pays? I did not, no. How much does it pay? I'm curious. A couple more pulls here will be good. Be done with it. Sent me a link in Discord. Cool, Jeremy. Thanks. 12,330, 376 to 14,075. 475? 13,755. Holy crap, that's a lot. A lag jump there, something that was weird. One more pull. Per 1,000. That is incredible. So what does it take to get water buffalo running then? That's insane. That's a lot. 14,000 at the high price per 1,000 liters. Oof. That's some money for you right there. They're the same setup as cows. Oh, okay, so nothing special then, huh? Same feed process and everything? Because that would be kind of cool. If that's the case. Yeah, hopefully that got all those dead spots out of the field now. When we plant, we should know. They go in cattle pens. That's wild. Okay. That's why you did a greenhouse for rice saplings? Do we need the rice saplings for the water buffalo? I'm learning something now. I don't know about this. There you go. All yours. Just make sure you put them in the one that allows you to get milk. So no cow pastures. Oh, there's a different. Okay, there's a different one. Gotcha. Oh, the rice saplings for the greenhouse are 5,900 to 6,000. Oh, this is going very poorly. Hang on. Go that again. I forgot this thing turns really weird one direction. In the other direction, it doesn't like to turn at all. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Right there. That's exactly where I wanted to drop it. Sweet. Cannabis on special map is 5K per K. Oh, I'll bet. Yeah. Stuff ain't cheap, man. Stuff ain't cheap. Buffalo mozzarella is also very profitable once you have the big dairy. The small one is $36,000. $36,000 one is really slow cycles per month, but they also had an issue where the dairy would get stuck on 999 liters of buffalo mozzarella. It wouldn't produce more. Weird. Okay. Back, had to feed the cats and dogs. Grandparents' house? Yeah, no problem, buddy. No problem. Always go back and watch it back on YouTube, right? And if you guys are following on Twitch and you're not subscribed to the Farmer Deuce YouTube channel, I'm about 18 away from 1,000. It'd be much appreciated if you would pop over to youtube.com/@FarmerDeuce and hit the subscribe button. You can also like and comment on videos and such if you want that too. I'd appreciate it. There's a difference. The store page will say something like this pasture doesn't allow milk production or something like that. I forget exact words. Sweet. I did not know that. That is good information to have. I did not know. So I'm assuming at some point we're going to have water buffalo in here. And yeah, we do have a greenhouse with just rice saplings growing. I think it's this one. Now look at them in there. Close the door behind us there. We don't want to let the difference in the greenhouse go out. Look at that. Oh, I can't go through. I have to go to the other side. Little saplings right there. Everywhere. We're going to be doing this on the single player, but not to sell them. We're going to be doing it to plant them. And then any extras we might sell, but definitely going to be planting hours. We're going to be doing short grain rice on the Asia map on Hutan Panta on single player. Tuesdays and Thursdays if you want to see that. Pastures are for breeding. Barns are for breeding and milk. See, I never would have realized there was a distinction until I put the wrong one down. Because in 22 it didn't matter. It's so cool that they added that little bit of difference on here, right? That is pretty sweet. That is going to do it for me today, though. I'm out of time. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks so much for being here. Happy Monday to a lot of you going back to work today. My apologies. But it's just Monday, right? It's just another day. Doesn't mean it has to be bad. Doesn't mean it has to be bad. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow on the main YouTube channel with something. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Wednesday, we're doing a finish up fill in the plant, which is pretty close to full. I did some work on it over the weekend. And a clean out gold giveaway on Christmas Day on Wednesday. So if you want to come hang out for that, come on the main YouTube channel, youtube.com/DeuceMS. You can find the link below if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, hit that link tree that Bob just dropped in there. You can find all my links in one place. It'll also be streamed here on Twitch if you watch on Twitch. So there you go. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be back on the single-player map for Farmer Deuce and for Twitch for the farm sim stuff. And, of course, Wednesday afternoon, we're still doing the multiplayer stuff. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Hope you had a great weekend. I hope you have a good week coming up. If I don't see you the rest of the week, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you don't celebrate it, then just have a good week. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you next time. Have a great morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. Later, folks.